Here, you know what I'm saying? Try to get shit hyped up.
Ooh.
Yo. What up, what up? Welcome to the Glockchain. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Yeah, man. I'm fucking excited right now, man. You know, I got up and coming Web3 artist here, Mr. 2distort. What's up?
What's good, man? Happy to be here. Appreciate the talk.
No, man. Shit. I appreciate you coming on, man. Like you know what I'm saying? We just started the blockchain, I don't know, a few weeks ago here, man. And we've been just trying to get the vibe right. And I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, check in with folks out here on Web3, doing the thing, man, and just getting a feeling for what's good, man. It seems like the lane is wide open here, man. And
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
yeah. And I appreciate it, man. So definitely you're an artist. And I was just wanted to kind of get your feelings, man, for like what got you into the Web3 vibe, man, and like where you
Yep.
see it's going. You know what I'm saying? Any opportunities you see, any opportunities that make it better, all that good shit, man.
Yeah. Let me get into it.
Okay.
So basically, I mean, I'm a designer by trade, so I've been kind of in the the marketing space for a while. Obviously, I've seen Web3 kind of making its way down, but I'm a creative outside of work. So been doing music since like middle school. So I've been doing it for a good amount of time now, and just thought it was a good opportunity to jump in the space now. I mean, I'm more of an experimental hip hop artist, which I think the space doesn't necessarily have. As far as like everybody's trying to perfect their sound, and there's no shade towards that, but I like keeping my stuff as organic as possible and still trying to make it sound good. And I mean that by saying like most of the songs I make are freestyle off the top. Like I don't even write them down. And sometimes I might stutter or something like that on the song, but that I leave that stuff in, and that's just to kind of remind all of us musicians like there's no real mold that we have to follow on Web3. Like we can really keep our content and make what we want to make. It doesn't need to be radio type of things, even though I feel like my stuff could be played on the radio. So I mean, it's just one of those things. That's the approach I try to take with it, and there's just so many lanes to go with it. You can rap about crypto if you want. You can rap about real life things, or the mesh between them both. So I think that's the most interesting part about it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I definitely was picking up that vibe. I was on your OpenSea. That's 2distort at OpenSea. And is this the 26 Outcast collection?
Yeah, so they're still dropping. I'm dropping them every once in a while. The first ones that I did drop were daily. I was doing daily drops. And I let everybody know that was looking at them like, hey, there is no time frame for these. They drop when I choose to release them. You can, feel free to listen to it anywhere else. But as far as minting one and owning one, that's kind of just on the timeline that I have. They're all, created already. I do all the art myself. I do everything myself. So there's no thing holding me back from releasing them is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no. And I don't know, man, as I was going through them, it did kind of feel like they were changing, like the vibe was changing as the songs were getting dropped. Like at first it was kind of like almost like an acoustic type feel, like there was some guitar going on there. What's up with that, man? Are you playing the guitar, or who's doing that?
Yeah, so honestly, like I am a guitar player. I that's kind of how I got into music before I started doing this rap thing. I was a rocker at heart. Always wanted to be in a band. Started my own little band in high school and stuff like that. But made my way to the hip hop side. And got good at it. And I mean, honestly, I try to mesh the two things. That's where 2distort originally came from, was meshing those two genres together of like rock, acoustic, my favorite genres, with hip hop, which I, was better at, compared to my guitar playing and things like that personally. So I definitely think those two genres, I feel like they've clashed for a couple of years, but nobody's taken it to the extreme. Like you'll hear people yelling on their songs and things like that, but you've never really heard like death metal vocals or more hardcore stuff inside of rap. So that's why I'm trying to blend those two complete opposite genres, and just blend them together. And that's pretty much what a lot of my songs are. If you look at any of my previous works. So
damn, that's tight. I'll have to I'm not trying to make this about me, man, but I used to be in a group called Cunt Regurgitation.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
It was like me. I was like me. I'll be rapping. I had my homie who was the DJ, and then my homie who was like in the death metal, like you know what I'm saying, like that growling and shit. I'll send you that shit, 'cause, man, that was real, man. That was fucking. That was real shit. So, all right, that's tight, man. 2distort. I was
Yeah.
wondering how you came up with that name, man. That's legit, man. And
Yeah.
I think that really taps in here to kind of what I was talking about, man, with the lane being open, and you know, as far as things not being centralized, you know, it's up to you to kind of make it what you want, and then put it out there, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, honestly, like I've heard a lot of crazy music coming out of Web3, things that inspire me, things that I'm like, maybe I shouldn't try to go down that lane type of things. But you
Yeah.
know, there's definitely a lot more creativity in the spaces. That's all I look for. As I said,
Yeah.
I'll support a project based off of creativity, not to get rich. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
I said, you know, if money comes with it, then so be it. It was meant to be. But here, I'm just trying to support people, and hopefully they support me for the craft versus it needs to be perfect for you. As I said, like radio or an album or like a movie soundtrack or things like that.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's what's up, man. So I wanted to just talk about your project here, man, because like I said, I was
Yep.
really listening to it, man, and so it went from like an acoustic thing, and then it kind of like starts to blend into, and as part of it's kind of a melancholy type vibe, man. It's
Yeah.
like what I was feeling. You're emotional on some of these tracks, man,
Yep.
and a lot of there's a lot of love talk, man. So I was like, this motherfucker, he must be like a romantic or some shit, man, because he's getting at the heart, man. So how do you see music allowing you to express, you know, that part of you, man? That's because I feel like there's two parts of you though, man. There's like one you're talking about love, right? But the other one
Yeah.
you're talking about like you said, the dick's so good, she sent me a cash app. so, so speak on it, man. Is that a duality or the totality of the situation, man?
Yeah, so honestly, like I love to play with people's, perception on things. So I do say a lot of contradicting things in my songs, and some of my albums might sound like they don't go together, but if you truly listen to what I'm saying, they really do go together. And I'm trying to catch that emotional mood for it of like a typical person. I mean, we've all had those moments where we felt like we're in love. We've always had those moments too, where it's like, I'm not even here for the love. I'll send me that cash app. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do we capture all of that and still blend it and mesh it together? That's what a person is, just a mesh of emotions. So I think instead of trying to separating them, like, oh, it's an R&B album, or like, sometimes you need to scream on the song. Sometimes you need to make it, as I said, not perfect, because that's literally what, at least me, I know I'm not perfect. So why try to take those errors and those mistakes and that grit out of the song? That's my favorite part about it. Even like producers that I have worked with, like when they have their beat, the tags on their beats, even after I buy them, I'm like, nah, keep the tag on there. Like I fell in love with the beat when I heard it with the shit that was already on it. I feel like it's just a lot of people that, take everything and said, try to make it quality to the point where you can play it on the radio and, everybody gets the artist gets that. But I'm like, no, you made the beat, keep the tag on there. Let them know who made this beat. It doesn't bother me, as I said. And I think that's the cool craft about it. It's just like, putting a scrapbook together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's real, man. Hey, I'm married, bro. So I'll tell you what, man. Love ain't perfect, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is an ideal, worth having, man, and chasing, man. And I think that's a good message, man. Because if you have this idea of perfection in your mind, and it's like that that's just gonna get shattered, man. So
Exactly.
kind of keep an open heart, man, to that, man.
Yep.
So that's what's up, man. 2distort is definitely blending a lot of emotions, a lot of genres together, man. And then the last one on that 26 one, I think maybe this was the last one that you just dropped. That shit was going hard, man. Outcast number 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like you kind of, I don't know, was that it? Were all these made at the same time, or was that like some new shit that you put out there, man?
Yeah, so that one, no, that was recorded the same day as number 5.
Okay.
Completely different vibes though. And that's one thing about me and like why I personally like to produce and edit all my stuff myself. Because I hold myself to obviously a high standard, but with keeping in mind of the mistakes that I'm going to leave in there. Like I want people to hear me take that breath when I'm trying to squeeze that verse in. Like I want people to feel that. So I think that's why I can knock things out pretty fast.
Okay.
I could blame it on being the only child and just doing things until I got it right.
Mm.
But honestly, as I said, when it's truly a passion, I like it doesn't get tiring. I get tired of not recording, if that makes sense.
Oh shit, you're a workaholic.
Yeah, it may be too much.
Okay. No, hey man, you know what? Don't, I was watching something last night. You said don't outsource your greatness, man. And I feel like that's real talk, man. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And your greatness, you're only gonna find it when you're just fucking working hard. You know. And I think that's why I'm kind of, like I just got into the Web3 a couple months ago here, you
yeah,
know, and the terminology degen gets thrown around a lot in there. But I feel
yep,
like that's really what people are trying to tap into is just like just you kind of just going in really hard, man, and go and like kind of
yeah,
shit, kind of pushing all the bullshit to the side, man. But I was feeling that track here, and yeah, you had like a kind of a chant type vibe, like you were like go and then stop and then go and then stop and then go. I was like, oh, this
yeah.
shit is dope right here, man. I was feeling that, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So do you put those visuals all together too for the project?
Yeah, so all the visuals were created by me. And there's a hidden meaning behind them. It's
Okay.
basically me, like a silhouette of me, kind of turning into like a mountain or whatever you want to look like a horizon or something like that. It's when my hair was a little bit longer when I don't got my hat on. But I basically wanted people to peek into the scene that I had in mind when I was making these songs. Um, yeah, so like that's like silhouette of me. I turn it a little bit more abstract to not do a full body, but these scenes that I put inside of these silhouettes that are distorted, that's one thing about me. Obviously it's in the name, but like I want you to see something, but I'm never going to give you the full picture. I want you to complete that picture. And with these the second part of this series that I have, I want to make these VR worlds for them. So when you do purchase one, I will airdrop you this world that you can experience the song in, like the actual scene that you see there that you peek into.
Damn, that's fucking gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. So each one of these does that go along with the song? Is that how you were trying to like the emotion of the song? You were like, you know, you got like the lightning striking over here,
Yep.
man. It looks like some fireworks shooting off over here. So you were trying to match up those vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing
Nice.
too. And I kind of, the cool thing about them, there's a bunch of hidden messages in them as well. But there's the emotion that I try to keep in these images too. Like you see the one on the far right, the sun's kind of in my heart in that one
Mm,
there. And then you have the moon in my
damn.
mind. So it's like, where
Yeah.
is this emotion coming from in this specific area? For this song. So that's why those ones a little bit more special to me, or like where you have the specific placements of them. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was the whole idea behind it, was how do I capture emotion without necessarily saying I'm sad, I'm mad, or I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty tight, dude. That is tight. What's the process look like for you on that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you is there a process, or you just it just comes up to you while you're working, man, or do
Yeah.
you have a certain thing that you like to go meditate, you like to pop some pills or whatever the fuck it is, man. How do you
Yeah,
get how do you get into that zone, man?
honestly, I think a good idea stems from another. That's how I go about it, or just an out there one. So
Mm,
usually I start with the crazy concept and just see what stems from it. One thing that I'll give you a little like Easter egg when it comes to my stuff. They're all tied together. I'm a creative on a lot of assets or a lot of different mediums. I've written novels, I've written poetry books and things like that. Actually published in Barnes and Noble before. Um, and everything I've created is tied to it. Like it's tied to everything I've ever made. The point is, can somebody find those ties and actually figure out the main story that I've been trying to tell for years? And nobody's been able to do that yet. Even in my novels, you were like, how can these connect? If you read any of my books, I would tell you like this is how they connect, but it's obviously a surprise and things like that. But there's always a deeper meaning when it comes to my stuff, and that's what I stay true to, and that's what gives me my ideas is from that. So.
damn, he dropping that alpha on motherfuckers right now. Shit, hey, how do we get tapped into the book, man?
Yeah, so I'm actually coming out with the trailer for it. I'm turning that into a separate project. I got like 5 separate projects I'm working on right now. All under 2distort. As I said, all still in the name. I'm distorting all these mediums. I'm really coming here to change things up and really connect them, because that's one thing I feel was that a lot of these mediums are separate. Like photography is separate from music for some reason. Why is video still more important in some people's eyes over photography? Like, how do you mix those two, similar but different things together? It's all art at the end of the day. So how do you connect all of those missing pieces? But the book, as I said, it's coming out. I'll probably drop a trailer soon. There is a little, I guess, I guess a little sample in the next song I drop when you see the graphic for it. But as I said, they're all connected with each other, and I have said over 4 projects going on right now.
Man, that's really tight, man. I could definitely resonate with that, man. And like, I've been working with my homie on this NFT project, man. And like, that's what I feel like we just closed the circuit as far as when we're building and we're trying to get some lore together. You know what I'm saying? It's like you close that circuit and like you just keep on trying to find ways for it to, the energy to feed back into itself.
Yeah.
And it just, you know what I'm saying, is if you don't have a bunch of loose ends, it just feels like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, man. And
exactly,
kind of like a volcano at some point, you just, you know what I'm saying, let that shit explode, man.
Yeah, there's a reason to the madness for sure.
That's that. Well, man, I'm glad that you came onto the show to I think that's one of the challenges here with Web3. Just from my experience, man, and I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are going anonymous, and I'm just wondering, like, does doing that are you at all not allowing for your fans or supporters to really get to appreciate the underlying nuances that are going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I honestly, man, I wouldn't have known this, man, if I would have just came on here and I, you know what I'm saying, I looked at your Twitter feed and I probably wouldn't have known you got some fucking novels and shit, and you're like, you're building all this, so this
gift
is
of
tight.
The surprise for sure.
Okay, well, there's definitely that element too, man. And then I came across another one of your songs last night, and I was like, damn, this shit is heavy, man. Shill pills, bro.
Oh yeah. That's on a different platform. Yep.
Let's talk about shill pills, man, because I was like, yo, this is like it more of that melancholy type, but it was like, I don't know, man. I was like, okay, Scanner Darkly. You ever read or Scanner Darkly or seen that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's a mind fuck type of situation, man. And you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that's kind of where shill pills was coming from, man. Like you got this girl out there and she's in the web world.
Yep.
She's what'd you say here, man? She's selling her body on OpenSea. I was like, damn. So what's up with shill pills, man?
Yeah, so honestly, it was just one of those, like, dive into this, like, see what this is really about. And the story is about a girl that basically kind of plays all of these whales or people that are investing in these projects to get free projects from them. That's why it's shill pills. She's just popping them shill pills. She's not really shilling anything, right? But she is feeding off of whoever is. So it's one of those, as I said, how do you mix the deceiving love story in Web3 without it being too corny? And that's no shade on any artist that I've heard on Web3. But there is, we all know it. There's a line between corny and like, oh, this is good, especially when it comes to these new topics of Web3, crypto, and things like that. And this is what that series is about. It's called the Ledger series. Same concept of like VR worlds and airdropping you that, but it's a lot less to work with because this is a kind of an untouched territory in a sense. So what does an untouched territory look like, and how do you make a Web3 love song about Web3 without it being too over the edge in that sense?
Yeah. No, I think you did a good job on there, man. And hear you and explain it like that, it definitely it brings it a little bit more to life,
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a lot of shilling going on, and there's definitely a lot of pills going around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? and there's people's emotional well-being, is definitely a concern of mine when I'm
exactly
when I'm meeting some new people, and I'm not shitting on anybody. I got my own fucking problems, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably just me fucking projecting. You know what I'm saying? But to hear
Yeah,
that, to hear those things, man, it really, it makes you reflect, man. It puts things into
exactly.
perspective, man. That's what's up. So is the utility? I'm trying to go into the nuts and bolts
Yeah.
here, man. Is the utility on this project different than the utility over on the open sea, man? Or what's the distinction on those, man?
Yeah, so right now that's what I'm really trying to go with. I mean, the first thing that will be dropped from the airdrops will be the Open Sea collection, just because that was the first one that I was really trying to push. And obviously, I wouldn't say it died down, but I definitely have not been promoting it, and that's all on purpose. Like I said, I'm not here to push it in your face 24/7. I want people to be rewarded when they actually enjoy it and find it themselves. I mean, that's how I used to find good bands all the time, and that's the same thing I'm kind of doing. Like, I found the ones that I truly connected to. Nobody pushed me and nobody showed me those specific genres or those specific artists. That was just one thing I had to find myself. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be the scavenger hunt artist. Like, you'll find some gold if you really dig when it comes with me. But yeah, as far as like the utilities and things like that, as I said, it's still the same process of the VR like setup. I'm the artist that's actually making them. And since I am a one man team, it's going to take some time to get them out. But as I said, I do promise on my projects, and I will never do people like that who support me. I know that speech has been said hundreds of thousands of times, and people still, double cross people. But I said it's all genuine, all love over here. I just want people to enjoy and like actually experience the things I'm creating in the full extent that they were meant to be.
Okay. Shit. Well, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I think that's one of those kind of like fine lines, right? Or just the lines is being defined in the space here, man.
Yeah.
It's like, where do we under promise and over deliver? What does that mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But I really like that vibe, man. It's just like, I'm just putting it out there. If people find it, then they find it, and I want to reward those who do so, man. Uh,
Exactly.
but did you say you were in marketing? Is that what you said when you first jumped
Yeah,
on here?
so by trade, like what I went to school for and everything, graphic design, marketing, like all the works, all that. It's what I do now. I'm actually a senior designer. So that's why I
Okay.
said I can whip this stuff out pretty fast. If I really wanted to market myself crazy, I have the ability to do so. But
Okay.
like I said, it's not about me throwing my name out there to get famous and rich. So I just want people to come across good content on their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. I mean, maybe that will change one day. But as I said, I'm putting this stuff out because I truly enjoy it. I'm not expecting to get rich off of it. If I do, that's a perk. That's a plus. I
Yeah.
won't be mad at that. But I've
Yeah.
been doing this since I was a kid, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, because I feel like that's one of the I don't know, kind of the things that's getting put out there is like Web3. This is the place for people to come and be independent and this and this and this. But it's like,
Yeah.
okay, but if you think that you're going to come in here and be independent and be rich, I think that might kind of be
Yep.
you got shielded a little bit too
Yeah.
hard there. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't appreciate what a marketing team does, man. Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Exactly.
work that goes into that kind of
Yep.
operation, man.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, and that's one of the things too. Like I'm totally open with working with people. I just think when it comes to specific content, now is not the time for it. I want to kind of get my not necessarily my feet wet, but I want people to see my style for what it is originally. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I do work with people, I'm going in with the intent to collab, meaning they're going to put their own vibe on it.
Mm.
So until that comes, maybe I don't know. I already started working on a script for my book just in case I want to make it a show. Like I'm doing a bunch of things that might not even come to fruition, but there's always going to be the opportunity for it to come to fruition if I do come across those people or the team to help me with that.
Yeah, that's what's up. You getting prepared for that opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the one thing I don't want is somebody say let's do it, and I'm like, well, where do we start?
Yeah,
Like I always want to be prepared to say at least we have something to work with.
that's what's up. Are there any artists in the space that you're working with or that you would like to work with or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple projects that I'm personally like, a part of that I'm trying to do something with. One's called Infinity, doing big things. Mint's coming soon and things like that. I'm the main designer on that one, so I'm making all their 3D models and everything like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So as I said, it's fun. We're all enjoying it. The grind is the grind, of course. But the cool thing is the projects that I am a part of, they're never the ones that are saying you have to just only do this. Like everybody I've worked with has allowed me or, wants me to still do what I do. And I think that's the cool thing about still using my name 2distort to kind of blur those lines of you can work with this group here, but you can also be yourself and work with others. Unlike the corporation now, literally I had 2 full-time jobs and one found out and fired me, even though I did nothing wrong. They were like, you have to be committed to just us. So, I mean, it's a whole different vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to hide my work off hours. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? If fuck them, man. If you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If they're lost, you know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. And the funny, and not even to go off topic like that, but the funny thing was, the first week there, I met their CEO because he loved the stuff I was doing. So they were like, showed him all that stuff. And then a week later, they're like, oh, we have to let you go because, we need you here all the time. I'm like, everything's on time. Made no sense.
Yeah. No, I tapped into one dude off your Twitter last night, AOP Swank. And,
yeah.
That shit was hitting. I'm fucking with this, man. Those guys are going in, man.
There's a new wave coming for sure.
Man, I'm telling you, man. And, I don't know if it's like, it's just because I'm up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning listening to this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, this shit is sounding kind of different right now, man. It's like, you catch that energy, man? You think shit sounds different off the blockchain?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, honestly, I think because people are truly enjoying it. Not saying, I said, I'm not dissing or shading nobody, but you know how the industry is, like it's more of a small, or not a small, but a big business. But here it's like you can do that business and still enjoy it without, having to do some shady things or things like that. It's just more genuine out here.
Yeah, no, it is. The censorship is way low.
Yep,
exactly. It is way low. I mean, I even saw fucking Steve Aoki. He's all over the place. He's balling out right now, and he was like, "Yo, man, I made way more money off NFTs, and my creativity is way less hampered." So
exactly.
It's like, maybe I think that's what it is. I'm listening to it. I'm just like, yeah, this just sounds a little bit different, man. I'm fucking with this, man. Hell yeah, man.
Thing now.
Yeah, nah, you know what? I love it, man. I love this. I'm a big advocate for liberty. I'm a big advocate for personal responsibility and all that good shit, man. And so, you know what I'm saying? I see people being more free and taking it upon themselves to do what they want. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, let's go, man.
Exactly. Okay. That's the mindset for it.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Well, shit. 2distort, man. I appreciate you coming in. Okay, you want to let the people of the Glockchain, my faithful, my loyal followers, the ones I love, cherish, man. Let us know how we continue to tap into 2distort and follow you on this journey, man.
Yeah. Honestly, I post stuff a lot on my Twitter. That's the main place to actually look. I was thinking about doing a Discord. I'm keeping it to Twitter now just because I'll get back to you faster. I'll do that. As I said, Discord's a whole dedicated thing where you need a team and stuff like that. Until I can actually offer people easy communication, as I said, Twitter's the best way. I drop songs like every day. They're all in different places. That's the whole point about it. As I said, if it wasn't a scavenger hunt, they would all be on OpenSea or where I'm putting everything else. But just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean I haven't come out with it yet. That's all I'm gonna say. But there is definitely a lot of content that I've made floating out there on the blockchain. It's just up for you to find it at this point.
A man of mystery, man. I'm feeling it, dog. All right. Hey, cool, man. Well, shit, I really appreciate you checking in, man. And salute, man. Keep on doing the work, man. I'm gonna stay tapped in.
For sure.
And hopefully, we can get you back on the show sometime in the future once you drop another project or some shit. And just let us know what's going down.
Appreciate it, man.
All right,
Thank you.
Peace.